Actually, operators, they carry a lot of action. They need to move on to capture some values and create more values. The only way to do that is to move on from only being business to consumer provider to being business to whatever provider. So what kind of service? Whatever it works. So business to government, business to verticals, business to household. That's also important. I also mentioned the importance of having or using wireless as a way of broadband to the household. That's really important to synergize this, which we call it in Huawei WTTX. We synergize that with FBB in order to expedite broadband to Malaysian people. In the panel, actually, we discussed in details the IoT. So what is happening in IoT? We agreed that IoT is not just about connectivity. IoT is about the services. IoT is about big data that's provided on top of the connectivity. So operators need to move on from just connectivity provider to more like business intelligence provider to provide more valued services to the enterprise so that they can capture the values in the marketplace. What are the gating factors for IoT? We mentioned a lot of things, a lot of gating factors. Number one actually is finding the relevant industry application that can work in a scale. The number two aspect, gating factor, is the economics of the business model. The technical aspects of the IoT, for example, talking about narrowband IoT for low power wide area, or maybe availability of chipset and terminals, I think those no problem in those at all. The issue is how the operator can change their language in talking to verticals and understand their needs. So there was a speaker, a panelist from our company, and he precisely mentioned that I need somebody to talk to me to understand my business aspects and understand my needs. So that was really important. At the end, what was the action items for the operator to do in order to capture those values? Number one, being open. Number two, being innovation. Number three, they have to remove the fear barrier for adopting a business model. Last but not least, they need to act quickly. They need to adopt the right business model in order to capture those values. In terms of the strategy, it's a step-by-step. It's okay to start by connectivity. It's the least lucrative, but at the same time, it's the easiest one. You can start small, but grow your business. So connectivity strategy, it's gotta be one network for consumer and IoT and business to household, single network, cloud-based, that can satisfy all of this. From service perspective, I can attack any service, whatever it works, and I have to be more into the service integration side. Number three, from platform perspective, either I build my own platform and use it, or I outsource the platform to others. Now, very important to have a strategy for organization. I can either upskill or reskill or use both in order to upgrade my organization and change the mindset from business to consumer to business to whatever. So these are overall important factors that are needed in order for the operators to capture, again, the values and to create more values for themselves so that they can survive.